How much of Lori's products, though, like I've watched QVC late at night. There's something about watching it like past midnight where you're like, I got to have that knife that cuts through a shoe.
Yeah,
or
you're tired,
I got to
you're
have
bored.
that. Yeah, the extendable ladder that goes up 3 stories, even though I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, I got to have that thing. How much is that? How much that plays into it?
That's part of it, but honestly, she's got a great nose for picking products. I can't even remember the name. I exit out of my head. When that guy came peddling a sponge with a smiley face, I thought to myself, what a stupid ass product. Okay, Lori made like $7 million within 3 months on it. Like, why the hell would people want a sponge? What's the name of it?
I think it's the
don't
most.
say it. Don't say it.
It's the most successful product though on
Is it
Shark
really?
Tank.
Well, don't
isn't it?
even mention
And
that.
you didn't invest in it?
I thought it was the most stupid thing.
Barbara, you should have.
Then the
You
lady
should have
with the
invested in it.
curlers, this Indian woman walks in,
Oh.
gorgeous hair with curlers in, and I think, who even uses curlers anymore?
Did that make money?
Not me.
Yeah, like
You should have
$30
invested in
million
that.
on that one.
Damn.
I'm with you though. I wouldn't want to invest in that rinky-dink shit. I don't like the
I love
idea.
it.
I don't
Just
like the idea of buying
trinkets.
a lot of cheap stuff.
Yeah.
I want to sell one big thing. I want
No.
to sell I want to get in the business of selling football stadiums. You sell one of those, you're set for life.
Well, you let me know when that football stadium comes on Shark Tank. We haven't seen deals like that.
Well, there could be one in New York. How much do you think, like, for as far as the real estate market goes, the Jets were thinking about building a stadium in Manhattan like 10 years ago. I think out by Chelsea Piers and that.
yeah, too bad
part of
that
town.
didn't come to pass. We need it.
How much? Yeah, that would be great for traffic, right? How much money?
yeah.
How much money do you think it would cost to buy enough real estate in like the west side of Manhattan to build a football stadium?
God, just the land alone. I don't know what the footprint is. I would say tens of billions of dollars just for the land, and you couldn't do it anyway. Where are you going to get raw land? The only thing you could do is fill in the Hudson River or the East River and
We could do
extend the
that.
land
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
Well, people have done
Floating
it.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the Stadium Island.
Ooh,
That would
I
be
like
cool.
that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But what happened to Randall's Island? That would have been perfect.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've got another idea. What's the one thing that we're missing in New York that all these other places, all these other great cities in the world have that we don't?
Manners.
Wow.
And
great
besides,
answer.
yeah, that and a beach.
Oh.
We don't have a beach in Manhattan. What if you just? How much would it cost to get a shitload of sand and just dump it on the South Shore of Manhattan and just have that be our
Beach party.
You know, the Hudson River's pretty clean. Your idea sounds wacky because it's coming from a wacky guy, but I'll tell you, it's not a bad idea.
I
Every
know.
other city in the world,
You don't have to
it
tell me I'm
fronts the
an
water.
idiot before you tell me I'm smart. You can just say that's a smart idea, PFT.
Okay, it's a smart idea.
Thank you.
You don't want to make comments. Just say, "Hey, it's a smart idea." But it's a smart idea. Honestly, people would welcome it. What my point was going to be, and then you interrupted me. But I'll keep talking till you interrupt me again.
Couple
is
heavyweights
every other
going at
great
it.
city you go to, and when you're on the water, you're aware of the water. This is the only city you're not even aware of the water when you're on the island. It would be phenomenal on the Hudson River to have a lengthy, beautiful beach because the water's even clean enough to swim in now.
It is?
Of course it is.
What about the East River?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'd
got-
have to check that.
I
but
got
the
another idea
Hudson
for
is.
that, for East River.
You are a bundle of ideas.
This is actually Hank's idea.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's
what
stealing
Hank
your
said.
idea, Hank.
Top golf, right? We build a top golf, but this is my spin on it. You put all the balls that you hit into the water, you hit them directly into the East River, and they disintegrate over time. And on the inside of the balls, it's algae, so it makes the river nicer
Yeah.
as time goes on. So you're making green, and you're keeping the environment green.
Yeah. Well, I'm out on that one. That one will never go over. People won't like the
Sorry,
trash
Hank.
in the water. Yeah.
Ooh,
Bad
sorry,
idea.
Hank.
No, it's
Hank.
helping the water.
It is. Ooh, what about Top Golf?
You're saving the
Wh-
planet.
What about Top
And
Golf
golfing.
and the golf balls are ice cubes and we lower the temperature of the ocean?
Oh, that's practical. I
And
love
now
that
you win a
idea.
Nobel Prize
I'll put
for
millions on that one.
fixing global warming. That actually would work.
This is starting to sound like some of the wacky pitches we heard on Shark Tank.
I do have a serious question about real estate in Manhattan because in my neighborhood, I'm walking down the street.
What neighborhood you in?
The West Village.
Yeah.
And I see all around me, probably 3/4 of the storefronts are absolutely empty. Right? They've been empty for
recession coming.
the last like 2 years, year and a half. How are the people that own? How are people making money if they own that building where they're not getting any money coming in from the storefront?
They're not making money, but you have to look at it a different way. There's a great opportunity to buy those buildings cheap. People only hold out losing money for so long, and a lot of these smaller properties are owned by small landlords, okay? I have the same problem, 2 buildings I own in the East Village, right off Fifth Avenue. I lost my ground tenant. They had 2 floors. Suddenly, I'm losing money on those buildings, each of them. What am I going to do? I'm going to turn them into apartments. Sometimes you could do that and make the money and save your ass, but most times you can't. That's a great opportunity to solicit those people and get a great deal on real estate. Because whenever there's trouble, it's always the best time to make a killing. But when there's trouble, people focus on the trouble, but there's always that flip side, the underbelly of it.
Right.
So you could become a giant landowner if you would just approach all those owners. And you know what? I didn't even think of it myself. I'm going to do it the minute we leave here. And I'm going to beat you to the punch because I have the wherewithal to get out there faster.
That's true.
But that's a great,
You're
another
more
money-making
liquid than I am.
idea
That
here
was a
today.
nice way of just like dressing up the old saying, when there's blood in the streets, buy land.
Yeah, I
That
guess
was
so.
a nice way of
Yep,
doing
yep.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What if? You
You're
know-
a funny guy.
Thank you. You know what?
He's like a
Girl.
how you,
Girl.
A girl.
No,
Well,
I'm not
you think so quick. How do you come up with all this stuff?
I got breasts, but they're actually muscle.
Girl.
I'm not a girl.
I had one last question, a real question. SeatGeek question, promo code TAKE. Put it in, you get $10 off. Work-life balance. When you invest in people, do you expect them to, like, what's the balance that you expect them to have where they're just trying to kill themselves for their job, or do you ever step in and be like, hey, you need to take a vacation or you need to chill out?
Here's the funny thing about people. The more you say to the people that work on your team, don't work hard, take a week off. There's no vacation schedule here. Go home. It's noon. It's a rainy day. Go enjoy yourself. Take a personal day. The more you do that, the harder people work. I mean, I do that because I really want people to have a great life. But the fact of the matter is, do I really get something from it? Yeah. I get a real dedicated people that work from their own volition. And what you get is a team that can't be beat. It's the stupidest thing in the world to have a vacation schedule in any business, in my book, or to have hours. Let people make their own hours, and their strength comes to the front. I have phenomenal people because I do exactly that. I really want them to have a great life. And you know what? They take care of you. What comes around goes around. You love them, they love you back. That's how it goes.
Do you think people ever take advantage of the fact that you
Not
give?
a one. I mean, if
Really?
I hired a clunker, and I've hired a few clunkers in my day, but I get rid of them fast. I love Fridays to get rid of a clunker. Good. Could you see me at 11 o'clock on Friday?
Ooh.
You're out, okay?
Good day.
But take the clunkers out of the equation, which is a rare exception, really, because I'm careful letting people in. But I'm telling you, no one takes advantage. People give you extra in every way they can, from their heart and their soul to their hours to their intelligence brought to the fore. And you know what happens? They grow. They grow because they're giving 150% all the time. You can't help it to grow if you push yourself out. Push yourself out. You get bigger and bigger and better. And that's the way life is.